is up, mountain slugs? Gonna do something a little bit different today. So as you know, I've wrecked my wheel set pretty good. Still nothing from Hope. I was told on the 11th of June that it might be 2 more weeks. We're now 3 weeks. Sent an email. I got an auto reply because it is the 4th of July weekend and they're out riding. Totally get it. I have done something that I'm not proud of. I took this rear wheel, took a ball peen hammer to it, loosened the spokes, and I beat it into submission basically. I haven't rode since April, at least on a trail, so I'm just dying to get out on the trail. So I've got it in the truing stand here. I've used this truing stand just a couple of times. I used to build a lot of wheels, but I sold that truing stand, which I wish I would have never sold it, but that's a whole nother story. I got a new truing stand, but the funny thing is when they come from Park, they're not really set up to be centered. You got to buy another tool that's $70. You bought this, it was about $300 and something. It's pretty expensive. It's the TS2 2.2P, so it does plus size wheels. So what I'm going to do is I took some measurements here, kind of just drew up my own little centering device, and I'm going to make it to get this thing set up so I can get this wheel trued, make sure the dish is proper on the rear wheel, and maybe rip some trails this weekend. Hopefully I can get the tires to beat up on this because I run them tubeless, and it actually looks pretty good, other than I got a pretty good dent right here from pounding this area back out. I pounded the sidewalls back in straight. So let's get this thing designed up. We'll cut it out on the plasma cutter and hopefully be rolling this weekend. Okay, so I already got that designed. We're going to put it in fire control right here, and we are going to cut this bad boy out. So I'll just kind of walk you through this process. So let's open this file. We'll zero it all out, and I'm going to go ahead and just move this over and zero again all my axes, and that should be it. Let's do one more dry run just to be safe. Make sure we don't hit anything. That looks better. This is all a learning curve sometimes. You know, I've been 3D printing for a few years, and this definitely was a good graduation step in that. I've been fabricating for 26 years now, so having your own plasma cutter is pretty cool. We've been able to make a lot of stuff we need. So let's go ahead and zero this bad boy out again, and let's take it off dry run, and let's just go ahead and do this. And that is it. We'll move this out of the way here. Whoops. Too busy looking at the camera. I don't know what I was doing there. Let's go ahead and pull this out. It's a little warm, not too bad, but I'll get this cleaned up real quick and we'll throw it up here in the truing stand and I'll show you how it works. And that's that. Not much time at all. Now, let's throw it in the vise. Let's see how far off this, or not the vise, the truing stand. Throw this in the truing stand and see how far off it is. Pull my wheel set out here. Set that down there. All right, so in theory, this should line up with this. Now, let's see if we can do this one-handed. So we'll close that down on that, which is good. I'm going to open this up. It'll probably fall forward, maybe not. Now, close these down. We can see right there the truing stand is just a tiny bit off. So we're going to use these adjusting screws down here to move these in and out. Actually, not here. We're going to use this to move this piece this way just a little bit. So that's just a matter of loosening and tightening these nuts with these threaded pieces to get this to shift back and forth. So that's pretty much it. I'll get my wheel set fixed and see if we can get a ride in this weekend. So anyway, thought I'd share it with you. Total probably took maybe 40 minutes to make with drawing it, cutting it, cleaning it up, and setting it here. So if you got the tools, you can make what you need. Like I said, park is probably a little bit nicer. I was going to put slug MTV in here, but I made this a little bit narrow so the plasma cutter wouldn't cut it because it was too small. But works for what I need it, and it was cheap to make. So a little bit of skill, you can make whatever you want, and equipment helps, but you could probably do this by hand if you're really good with a straight edge using a plasma cutter or even a cutoff wheel. So anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, keep inching your way to the top.